Okay, so this is a job that came in. It's a broken flyer, as you can see. So the first thing we have to do is get the old spindle off, pop it in a vise, or a vise I should say, and just tap it out. There's no need to break it further, and if you tried anything else, there, that comes out quite easily. Now if this was a new flyer and I had to grip it in the vise, I would use soft jaws, which means 2 pieces of wood. So we've got this now, so that's the spindle we're going to reuse. And here we are. Let me draw a centre line on this. So 4.5 inches, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. It's my centre line. Now, quite often these flyers go a bit wonky over the years, so you've got to be a little bit careful. So I want that centre of that on the centre line. I want that up there. See, I'm guessing how wide this was. It's too wide anyway. Draw it and see what goes on. Okay, so get that other side of that. So we've got a rough approximation of what this looks like. And what we need to do is make sure, you see, it doesn't even look like it's even at all. So, because not only has the wood have 100 and some years to change its shape, the old boy who did it might not have made a very good job of it either. So 3 points, there we are. Make sure I've got that right on the centre line yet.
What did you mean by 3 points?
I took 3 points. I took a point there, I took a point there, and I took a point there. That means that I knew I was on the centre, but that means I'm absolutely on the centre. Now, I need to come further up the centre line, and I want to put a little bit more meat on. That's alright. I want a little bit more thickness here. I don't like it being so thin. So there we are. This is going to be the top part that meets the spindle. So note that this is square, by the way. You're going to have to drill a square hole for this.
So how do you drill a square hole?
Well, you drill a round hole and then file it square. Actually, you can get a machine that will drill you a square hole.
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
We have files.
We do. So, there it is. And so now it's just a matter of cutting it out on the bandsaw. Do you want to do that?
Well, sure, you can start.
now, to see if we've got a reasonably bilateral shape, I'm going to turn that over and see if it fits in, and that's pretty good.
So turn it the other way.
That's the way it was in the first place. And then when I cut these out, because it's bilateral, I'll check to see that these two...
Go on and show them. It won't take but a second. We might as well do the whole schmoo.
Yeah. Try for this. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. I've got about 1/8 of an inch there.
But that would be very hard to assess by looking at the flyer.
Yes, I mean, I don't think you'd see it on the flyer. It's,
Right. But I mean, just the whole method of assessing is
Yes.
easier by using the stuff that was cut away.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I guess we could put the other one on this corner.
Good.
Yeah, you see there's a little bit
Yep.
going on there. It's about the same. See that? I cut that top off, that's why you're seeing that. That's where I cut the top off, that's the original. And that's that one, so there's a little bit of discrepancy there. Although I noticed when I was cutting it that this popped out a bit, which does occasionally happen.